Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The starting lineup for the visiting Kilgore Bulldogs. Center fielder number 2, Jason Sylvie. Shortstop number 5, Todd House. Third baseman number 6, Tate Truman. Catcher number 3, Joseph Hendrickson. Second baseman number 1, Colton Hale. The pitcher, number 4, Tanner Beats. First baseman, number 11, Colt Bullard. The designated hitter, number 10, Noah Parrish. Right fielder, number 7, Cade Henry. And left fielder, number 22, Cade Cox. Starting lineup for your Bullard Panthers. The catcher, number 2, Bryson Mason. Left fielder, number 11, Bryce Brennan. Designated hitter, number 1, David Wilson. Third baseman, number 32, John Lloyd. Right fielder, number 3, Ben Cope. First baseman, number 15, Dylan Fowler. Shortstop number 20, Tanner Steinbach. Second baseman number 99, Jakin Salas. Center fielder number 7, Chase Rendell. And on the mound for the Panthers, number 9, Tyler Lambert. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you rise and honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Keith Whitman along with Bret. He's getting everything ready. We're here in Bullard for the first matchup in the series between the Bullard Panthers and the Kilgore Bulldogs. And we have a base hit to start things off. It was a quick time for the game. We tried to get here as fast as we could and get things set up.
Whew, I'm tired.
Me too. So, but it looks like the Bulldogs already have somebody on, Jason Sylvie, with a base hit to start things off in this ball game. So a quick start there, Bret.
Quick start, quick setup.
Yeah, everything's quick today.
Except for me, I'm not quick.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
So Todd House now with a swing and a miss as Tanner Beats on the mound for the for the Panthers. I'm sorry, Tyler Lambert.
I'm going to preface tonight's game. If you're watching on YouTube and you don't see a picture, it's an audio-only broadcast. You can tune over to NETsnlive.com with a subscription and see the video if you'd like, or you can just listen to us tell you about the game. So
And we're glad that you are with us either way. That one's in there for a strike. So House finds himself behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes with a runner on first and nobody out. Here in the top of the first in playoff action here in East Texas for baseball. A lot of playoffs starting tonight here in East Texas. And if you're joining us, we're glad that you're with us. A big crowd here, Bret.
Yeah, this is a
big East Texas rivalry here.
Those two teams aren't very far apart, so.
And that's going to be a fly ball in foul territory. And John Lloyd will get over there and get the catch for out number 1. A good hustle by the third baseman.
Third baseman, number 6. Tate Truman.
You talk about who was starting tonight?
I didn't get a chance to yet.
Okay.
But Todd Truman's going to step up to the plate for the Bulldogs with 1 away and 1 on first. And Lambert with the pitch going to be outside and high, says the umpire.
Lambert, lefty.
Oh, yeah.
Southpaw.
Has a little bit of heat on that one. So he checks over at first, leans in, and from the stretch, Lambert looks and throws in to Truman. That's going to be high, around eye level for ball 2. And 2-0 the count. And luckily, Bret, there's a little rain on the way over here today. Luckily, it cleared out and some kind of cooling off a little bit. A little wind in the outfield. But not too bad for a little baseball here. That's going to go in low.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice weather. A little bit muggy, but not too bad. Both teams wearing their dark uniforms today, though.
I know. Kilgore with that black jersey. That one's in there for a strike.
It's a nice field here, though, in Bullard. We're getting a new one. This may be one of the last games played on it.
Yeah, and they got all the stops out there. It's good. It's a beautiful red, white, and blue around the batter's box there. That's going to be outside for ball 4, and that'll put another runner on the bases for the Bulldogs. And looks like Mason's going to go out. Catcher's going to have a talk with his pitcher, while Hendrickson, the cleanup batter, is going to head into the batter's box.
Catcher number 3, Joseph Hendrickson.
And Hendrickson steps in. Runner on first and second, nobody out. We're still in the top of the first. And Lambert looks in. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be high. Not a lot of movement on that one. That was a good little fastball in there. The Panthers finished second in their district. 8-2 in district. Behind Lufkin Hudson. And there's a throw, pickoff move, and it bounces off Solis's glove. But luckily, Steinbach was there. And the Bulldogs finished third at 9-6 in their district.
Yeah, both these teams had Lufkin Hudson was just the powerhouse in their district. And of course, you have Carthage and Spring Hill in Kilgore's district, which are both really good teams. So these two teams maybe second and third in their district, but they're both very good ball clubs. Tough first round draw here, I would say, Keith.
It is, and of course Bullard is ranked 15 in the state, in the top 25. So both very good teams in their own right. And it's going to be fouled off. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. And they're going to look in. Lambert looking long in for the sign. And now he's ready in the stretch. A good lead And there's a hit over to Salas. Salas over to first with a fielder's choice, advances the runners over to second and third, and now we have 2 runners for the Bulldogs in scoring position, but 2 outs on the board, however.
Second baseman number one, Colton Hale.
So Colton Hale steps in with a runner on second and third, and 2 away here in the top of the first. And Lambert looks in. As Truman, a good lead off second. And the first pitch from Lambert in there is a strike to Hale.
Yeah, with 2 outs here, you're just looking to get the batter out here, Keith. You want to play around with it, just get the first base play here.
Well, you don't want to walk him and load the bases here in the top of the first and give the Bulldogs an opportunity to get on the board early in the game. That's going to be a pass ball, and Sylvie is going to run in and slide. And there they go. The Bulldogs get on the board first.
Big run early here on the road.
Not something that the Panthers wanted to do right off the bat. No pun intended.
Yeah, and I didn't even get to go through my 3 keys to the game.
No, we'll do that here in a minute. We'll do that after this in between. That's going to be a fly ball out into foul territory in right field. And a good job by Ben Koch to get over there and catch it for out number 3. So once again, we are glad that you're with us in playoff mode here on
it's our first playoff baseball game.
It is our first playoff. Everything's first here for us this season.
Yeah.
So, but we're very happy that you're with us. And once again, I'm Keith. This is Bret with me, and we're glad that you're here. Go ahead, Bret. Why don't you give us the 3 keys to the game for today's playoff action?
All right. Well, first off, I was going to say that Bullard needs to protect their home field. This is a home-and-home first 2 games of the series. We didn't talk about that yet, I don't think. But we'll be in Kilgore tomorrow night. We'll also be covering the entire series. So it's important for Bullard to protect their home field tonight and come home with a W. You don't want to go on the road down 1 game. Then you have to force game 3, which will be Saturday at Pinova College. So that's the key for Bullard early. And the key for Kilgore, can they get off to a good start and not let Bullard get on them early and get down? So they did that, obviously. And something we always key on is the errors. We had a pass ball here, or wild pitch, whichever one you want to call it there. That cost Bullard a run and gave Kilgore the lead. You also had one you try to pick off at second, kind of was fumbled away. So both teams need to be protecting that ball, make sure they field it, make the easy play. Don't try to do anything crazy, because those kind of plays can turn the game.
Right. In the last few series that we have done here has been determined really based on errors. It hasn't been the lack of the ability of the team. And leading things off is going to be Bryson Mason.
The catcher, number 2, Bryson Mason.
The Bullard Panther. Tanner Beats is on the mound for the Bulldogs. He's had 7 starts this season. 4-1 record. 41 innings pitched. He's only allowed 42 hits and 20 runs. 11 of them have been earned and 36 strikeouts. That first pitch is going to be a ball. Inside. He has a 1.87 ERA, Bret.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's not bad.
Out in foul territory in left field. Kilgore couldn't quite come up with it. That was number 22 for Kilgore.
Cade Cox.
Cade Cox, yes, sir.
And so we got 1-1 count now. Pardon me. And Mason and the Panthers are going to try to get back that run that the Bulldogs got. And that was a good pitch by Beats in there for a strike.
We haven't talked about who this game is sponsored by yet, Keith. This sponsored by Azalea Orthopedics.
Azalea Orthopedics, one of our sponsors, our big sponsor. We appreciate them. So that's going to be a foul ball for a strike. 1-2 still the count for Mason. And the crowd keeps trickling here and here. And that's going to be a line drive over to Tate Truman over there at third base as he kind of made a life-saving catch there as that was a shot.
That's one of those you're got to protect yourself there.
I think he's going to see that in his nightmares tonight.
Yeah. Well, he definitely would have if he would have hit him.
Right. So number 11, Bryce Brennan.
That might be a nice dream now to make a great play like that. It definitely was a tough one. And that's one of those big plays we talked about. Instead of, hitting off his glove and bouncing in foul territory and Bullard getting on, he's able to make that out early.
Sure did. That's going to be fouled out of play, so that'll be a strike. 1-1 now the count.
Have to watch out for that tonight. We don't have a protector overhead.
We do not.
We got a Patrick Mahomes Sr. Spotting here.
Oh, nice.
Tonight behind us.
Celebrity spotting here. Yeah. That's going to be fouled back out of play again. So 1-2 now the count. So Beats from the windup. Gets a little curve on it, but it's hit out into center field. And Jason Sylvie gets a good break on that ball from the swing and gets out number 2.
Designated hitter number 1, David Wilson.
So David Wilson, the designated hitter, will step in now to the batter's box. Lefty coming in.
It's their ace.
Yeah, David Wilson.
Not pitching tonight, but
he's a junior.
He's committed to some university. I don't know.
Boomer Sooner. That's all I got to say.
It's some terrible university out of state.
I did see today he was committed already as a junior
that's terrible.
to the best university out there. That's going to be fouled back and out of play for strike 1.
Yeah, it's just
two best words in the world.
Call up the UT coaches and so we get that switched.
Nothing better.
Don't run off all our fans, Keith. We are in Texas. Don't
play the fight song here in a minute.
Don't run off all our fans.
That's going to be outside. It looked like it hit the corner, but the umpire said no.
Thankfully, my songs are in the mixer, not yours.
You do have that control, don't you? So 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's the pitch from Beats. That's going to be a swing and a miss. And said he got a piece of that one.
Must have fouled it off. Yeah.
So he fouled it off, so he got a reprieve on that one.
Hung in there.
And we will stay with a 1-2 count. And here's the pitch from Tanner Beats. And that's going to be a high fly ball infield. Todd House calls off Truman. And that's going to be out. Number 3. And that's going to do it for the first inning, Bret. That's a quickly played first inning.
Yep.
And we're going to take our first break. And today's game, first playoff game, brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. Thank you for watching. You're watching live from Bullard here on NETsn Live on NETsn.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Pitcher number 4, Tanner Beats.
And we are back here in Bullard. Tanner Beats is going to be leading things off for Kilgore. And he'll watch that first one go by for a strike. As a good pitch by Lambert there, gets it in there. And here's another one. And that's going to be a hit into the infield. Good job by Salas for out number 1. So a quick out for the Bulldogs.
First baseman, number 11.
And that'll be
Bullard.
Colt Bullard as he'll step in. And Noah Parrish, the designated hitter, on deck. That's going to be out.
Heads up.
Play.
Hopefully we don't get anybody hurt tonight.
Yeah.
It seemed like we had a couple of games ago, we had someone get.
Yeah, they got hit out in, where were we, Van?
It's a Van, yeah.
I think it was Van, and a fan got hit.
The Lindale fan, I believe.
Yeah.
Took it right to the head.
That's going to be fouled straight back.
We've been in some different ballparks, Keith, but this one's the first one that I've been in that we're below the ground.
It is different. I've done one game here this year.
I feel like
it was Bullard and Brownsboro, and yeah, it's a little different. I like it, but
I'm
it's
one with
different.
the grass here.
You are. That's going to be a swing and a miss. A good pitch by Lambert. And that'll be a strikeout.
Settling down a little bit.
And that's going to be 2 down.
The designated hitter, number 10.
So Noah Parrish.
Noah Parrish
is going to step in, designated hitter for the Bulldogs.
You know, one thing I've noticed in looking down this lineup for Bullard is they've got a lot of young players on this
They
team.
do. They have a young team. That's going to be a ball.
So you got the sophomore Lambert, and then the other pitcher that's committed to
He's
somewhere,
junior, yeah.
Somewhere, David Wilson. He's junior, so a lot of young talent here.
I only see, I believe, 5 or 6 seniors on this team.
Yeah.
2-0 the count now. And that's fouled off out of play. And a strike.
We talked about this ballpark, but they're getting a brand new facility next season. So, and that's got to be nice for this Panther program to get something like that.
Especially with this young team making, doing what they've done. They made the playoffs. They got second in the district. They're 15th in the state right now. They're on a high. They're moving good. They're a great little ball club. That's going to go low for a ball, and that'll put Parrish on first, and Cade Henry is going to step in.
Yeah, you got
right fielder, number 7.
It's not a big deal if you're Bullard. You still got to force first and second here, and just see if they can get the batter to hit one on the ground to the infield and let your guys behind you do the work for you.
But you don't want to walk this when you got the top of the lineup on deck.
Yeah, not what you want to see here this early.
But that one's going to be down low for a ball. And that's going to be a grounder over to short.
And there it is. There's that force play.
Staying back over to second. Forces the out for out number 3. So that's a quick 4-batter out. And we're on to the bottom of the second. You're watching playoff baseball here in East Texas live on NETsn. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Welcome back here in Bullard, Texas. We got John Lloyd coming up.
We talked about the young team. This is a senior right here, Lloyd, looking to try to get something started here.
He's their cleanup batter.
Early here in the second.
And that's going to be low and outside for a ball. Good eye by Lloyd. As he watches that one go by. Oop, wrong one. That wasn't an out. That was a ball.
Are you seeing the future?
I'm seeing things, dude. That's going to be high for a ball, so Lloyd finds himself a little bit ahead of the count, 2-0.
It happens.
Oh, well,
That's what old age does to you, Keith.
I'm getting on up there.
I can say that because you're older than I am.
Yes, I am. Quite. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm sure your wife gives you
all the time. All the time. Here's a pitch. It's inside corner. Good pitch by Beats.
We're missing our helper tonight.
We are. She is actually she's doing something with my wife tonight. They're in troop doing something.
Oh.
So that is I think he thought that was going to be a strike there.
He hesitated for a second.
Yeah, he did, but that's going to be a walk.
Nice eye there.
I thought it was a strike.
Nice eye by Lloyd. He saw something we didn't. I thought it was pretty close.
But Lloyd, kind of played the game there and hesitated, and it won on him for him. So Ben Koch's going to step up, lefty. And now we got Lloyd on first, and we're going to see what happens here. And that's a good hit into right field. That's going to heg the line. Fair ball. So Lloyd's going to round second. He's being waved on home, and here comes the play. Bullard is going to throw it on home, and the slide safe at home.
What a play.
And an RBI triple by Ben Koch down the right field line.
Man.
And John Lloyd just trucks it. Heck, yeah.
He was moving, Keith. He was moving. I don't think you could stop him. I think once you got him going, he wasn't stopping.
Good job. And a good job by Koch as he just racked that one there. And it hugged that line.
Yeah.
Fowler.
And we have a tie ball game here in the bottom of the second.
Man.
With a runner on third and nobody out. Dylan Fowler is up, and a good little curveball crosses the plate and gets in there for a strike. So a good job by the Panthers to even up the score. And got a man in running in the scoring position about 90 feet away. That's going to be a hit. That's going to go over to House, and the fielder's choice brings a run across as Koch will cross home plate.
I feel like I'm in the club, Keith.
I know.
They got it really pumping here in Bullard tonight.
Right.
They're trying to get that home field advantage rocking.
They are. Shortstop Tanner Stainback steps in after one out in. Nobody on, though. That's going to be a foul ball back out of play. And with that fielder's choice there, Bret, that puts the Panthers up by one here in the bottom of the second. Beats with the pitch. That's a good little curveball, and that's going to be fair. Right out of reach of Truman. And that kind of curves into foul territory. Cade Cox grabs it, throws it in, and a double, stand-up double by Tanner Steinbeck.
Second baseman, number 99, Jakin Salas.
Jakin Salas. Number 99, you don't see that number except
now,
in
I will say, I've known this young man
Major
since
League.
he was little. I went to school with his daddy. He went to Chapel Hill. So
all right.
he's always had 99 as his number. So
all right.
Good to see the Panthers add that number to their roster. You don't think that was probably a normal number there?
No, not a normal one. That's going to be a ball. And Tanner Steinbeck gets a double on that last play. That's going to be a hit. High fly ball. Colton Hale gets the catch, and that's going to be out. Number 2 by Salas. So Chase Randall steps up. And Bryson Mason is the top of the lineup. He's on deck. But there's 2 down and a runner on second now for the Panthers. 2-run innings so far for Bullard. We're in the bottom of the second. And a pickoff play doesn't go as Beats holds on to it for some reason. And a little frustration there from Tanner, Bret, on the line, on the mound there.
Yeah.
As he tries to throw, but I guess I don't think the shortstop, House, was there in time.
Yeah, good job. If you don't know you have it, just hang on to it. Don't want to throw it away there.
Here's the pitch and a good little outcome, and once again past Truman over there, and the runner is coming home. No play at the plate, and a stand-up RBI double for Chase Randall puts the Panthers up by 2.
It's a good little inning they got going here.
Catcher number 2, Bryson.
Yep. Bryson Mason at the top of the lineup now, heading in. And once again, 2 outs, runner on second, and we have a time called as the coach is going to head out and have a little conversation with his pitcher. So Bret got a couple of good hits there.
Yeah, Bullard's getting
they're
their
hugging
bat.
the line. They're
finding their bats are finding the ball, and they're putting it in good spots.
And I'll tell you right now, I'm watching Tate Truman over there on third. He's struggling, and not by lack of trying. He's getting, one was out of his reach. He couldn't have that. That was by Coke, because that one just right out. I mean, not by Coke. I apologize. That was actually by Stainback. That was just out of reach. That last one had a bad hop. It went right over him. And so he's just a little frustration. He needs to keep his head over there and not let it determine the rest of the game. He's a good third baseman. We've already seen that with the straight line drive that happened. So he just needs to keep his head and not let these last 2 hits affect the rest of the ball game, because it's still early and they're not out of this yet.
No, it's definitely still too early in this game to worry about that kind of stuff.
And here's the pitch by Beats. It's going to be outside for a ball. So 1-0 the count to Bryson Mason. Here's a pitch. Oh, inside, going to be hit by pitch. And Mason's going to take the stroll down to first.
In this mansion, I'm a Carly Calkin, paid in full, I'm a car fight. Know your time, we just did dinner for 3
So
hours.
that's going to bring up
Fielder,
number 11, Bryce Brannon. And he'll set up. Brandon flew out. And I think Brandon is the one who did the line drive out to Truman, the third baseman, back in the first.
Your attention, please. Now running at first base for the Panthers, number 4, Braden Vining.
Got a courtesy runner, Braden Vining, over there at first.
And I have to throw this out there. Track star here, Braden Vining. He's a outstanding runner. He's actually my nephew's cousin, so it's not directly related, but very good athlete is Braden. So not surprising that he is a pinch runner. He made the regionals in several events in track.
Well, and the bad thing is he's got not a bad thing, but he's got a runner in front of him, so he's kind of limited at what he can do here. And that's going to be high for a ball.
Yeah, they're looking for Brandon here to get battling this ball.
Yeah.
Get these guys in here. So look to add to this lead they've accumulated here in this inning.
I will tell you, Bryce Mason, Tanner Beats, that was only his 3rd hit batter all season long. He only had 2 up to this point during the regular season. Beats takes a look, checks the runners, and brings it home. That's going to be a swing and a miss. A good pitch in there, and he wanted that one. He put a lot on that one.
And that was a heck of a cut from Brandon. He was swinging for the fences on that one. Yeah.
So the count evens at 2. So you got 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 on. And that's going to be a high fly ball in midfield. And Colt Bullard makes the catch and ends the inning. But not before 3 runs cross for the Panthers. And we're heading to the 3rd inning. So through 2, the Panthers come back after that 1-run first inning for the Bulldogs and made this a little bit of a game. But again, we're just in the 3rd inning. We've got a lot of baseball left to play.
A lot of action here on NETsn.
So, hey, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be right back here on NETsn live from Bullard. Don't go anywhere.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, Contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Welcome back to Bullard. Jason Sylvie is going to start things off back at the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs. He watches that one go by for a strike. And, Brett, we got a lot of big games tonight starting off the playoff season.
Man, a lot. We got our other team over there, our KMU team's over in White House for some softball action. I think.
Oh, nice.
Is it Como Picton and somebody? I can't think of who Kyle and Jeremy have.
I'll have to look that up and see here in a minute. That's going to be fouled back.
Yeah, they're
and 1-2 the count now.
They're doing just radio. They won't let us, you have to do the whole series, or they won't let us do the streaming. So they're just going to do radio for this week. So
and we're going to try to keep on top of some of the games. We got Lindale versus Paris over in Paris right now. They're going to start at 7 o'clock. There's a high fly ball, and Mason is going to catch that one for out number 1.
Problem with that, Keith, is we're starting earlier than a lot of these games.
We are. 6 o'clock start. It's tough for us. Tomorrow night's going to be fun.
They'll be starting by the time we're wrapping it up.
Yeah. So Todd House is going to step in and get things going. Liberty Ilu and Van is actually playing right now as well. They're in Van. And we've done a few Van games this year. That's going to be outside for a ball. And Van's a good team. Liberty Ilu as well.
Shout out to Coach Hotham and crew. Hopefully they have
yeah.
better luck than they've had the last few that we've seen.
Yeah.
They've been on kind of a struggle here these lost 3 in a row to end the season.
And that was one of those we talked about earlier. It's not lack of ability of the team. They're great. A great team over there. And talk about a young team.
Yeah.
Just like this one.
Some more young talent.
That's going to be a hit out foul out of play. Carthage and Rusk are playing at Mike Carter Field tonight at 7 o'clock. And that's going to be a good game to watch there.
I think K-Gas has that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
probably.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. And also tonight, I believe ARP. Nope, that's tomorrow night. So that's going to be a high fly ball for House. And Salas, is going to be under that one, call everybody off, and catch that one for out number 2. And so Tate Truman, who had a walk last time, is going to step in and see what's going on. Pleasant Grove and Chapel Hill are playing tonight. I don't know if I've said that one yet. They're going to be playing in Winsboro tonight, a neutral location for the two. Most of the time you see either playing at home and home or whatever, but they're too far away. Pleasant Grove being so far up in Texarkana, that's kind of a drive for both. So they found a neutral location, and that's understandable for those teams.
Especially during the week game. That would have been a tough one. The Friday night maybe not as bad, but that Thursday would have been rough.
And also tonight in 3A action, White Oak and Troop are meeting each other. That's a 1 and I believe 4 playing each other there, and they're in Elysian Fields, another one of those neutral territory games. That's a high ball.
So you said White Oak and Troop. I think that's going to be 2-3 matchup, Keith.
Is that a 2-3? Okay.
Because I think White Oak and New Diana were playing for first the other day. The winner got ARP. ARP is the 4th seed out of that district, and Troop is going to be the 3 seed. I think that's T for 3rd.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
T for 3.
T for 3.
Yeah.
T for technical on mine.
Yeah.
That's in there for a strike. Good pitch by Lambert.
Wrong sport.
I got basketball in the brain, I guess. Harmony and Redwater are playing tonight as well at 7 o'clock. They're going to be in Mount Pleasant. And then West Ruscus tomorrow. That's going to watch for a walk And once again, Truman is going to stroll down to first base.
See if they
can make his home there.
2-out rally here?
Maybe. Yeah. And I think that's what
catcher number 3, Joseph.
No, that's not. I was
Hendrickson.
going to say, I think that's what they did last time, but they had a base runner before he walked on that last time. So Joseph Hendrickson is going to step in, and he had a fielder's choice last time, got on base.
If you're listening to the radio on our YouTube channel, chat with us. Let us know where you're listening from and who you're listening for tonight.
Oh yeah, and if you're first time listening, we do this game where we want to see how far away the furthest person that's listening. I think we've had Delaware at one point and San Francisco at another, but we would love to hear from you. Chat with us and let us know. And let us know where you're listening from, and let us know how you're doing tonight. And
we're glad we can provide a free audio-only broadcast along with the paid subscription, just as an alternative.
Lambert checks the runner over at first, and here's the pitch. That's a good hit over to right side. Dylan Fowler kind of bobbles that one, but keeps it in the infield and actually does a good job of keeping that runner, Truman, at second base and not letting them advance.
If it gets through the gap, that runner has a chance to get third, possibly home, depending on.
Right.
They rolled that an error. Man, that's tough.
Attention, please. Now
and that is. We have a courtesy runner, number 12, Braylon Reyes, is going to head over and take the spot of Hendrickson. Hendrickson's the catcher.
Coach is going to talk to him a second, just settle him down.
Oh, yeah.
Still 2 outs, so, still the force is on all bases but home. So.
And that was a quick that was a quick hook for that error because I don't.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was a tough play. That was not a normal play. That was almost in the middle between second and first, and that was not a normal play.
At home, they scored that in error. Man,
yeah.
That's tough.
So I'm not sure about that, but they don't pay us to do that. Lambert with the pitch. That's going to be high and outside for a ball. So we got runners at first and second, 2 out.
That's Crossroads.
And Colton Hale.
That's Crossroads in Como-Picton, Keith. So.
Oh, and that's the softball over at White House, right?
Yes, sir.
That's going to be low for ball 2.
From our buddies Kyle and Jeremy.
Other action tonight in 5A, White House. Speaking of White House is playing. That's a pickoff move. Excuse me, I had to stop real quick because Lambert made a heck of a move over to second. Almost caught Truman. White House is in Lufkin Hudson playing Kingwood Park tonight. They start at 7 o'clock.
Kingwood. Wow, that's a long way.
Yeah.
That's that bigger schools. They don't.
And, yeah. And Lufkin is actually, that's going to be fouled back. Lufkin is actually at Hawesville right now, or will be playing at 7 o'clock. They're playing Texas High.
Looks like they're playing in all each other's stadiums there.
I know, right? They're kind of just shuffling here.
Longview's
playing Porter at Longview tonight.
And then they do it to Kingwood.
I know. That's weird. That's not a home and home. That's kind of a home and neutral situation there. That's unusual. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, but on the corner.
Nice pitch.
And there for a strike.
It's a nice pitch there.
That's a good on the corner by Lambert.
It's one pitch away here to get out of this inning without any damage.
And another team that we've watched this year we've done this year is Brook Hill. And Brook Hill's already won their area playoffs, 13-2 over Pentago Christian. That's going to be a high fly ball from Hale. Good job by Bryce Brandon to run in and get that one. So that's going to end that one with runners on first and second, left by the Bulldogs. So no runs in the top of the third. We're going to head to the bottom as we're through 2.5 innings so far here in Bullard. Your score, Bullard 3, Kilgore 1. We'll be right back for today's game. It's a playoff time brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, we are back, and just letting you know, we were talking about Brook Hill, Bret.
Yeah.
One of the teams we've done. So they won their area playoffs by beating Pentago Christian 13-2. So they'll be going their regional playoffs against McKinney Christian on Monday.
That's at Grand Saline?
Yeah, that's going to be in Grand Saline. So that's going to be a good, and Brook Hill is a really good baseball team.
Might
fun to watch.
see if we can
might have to look at that one. David Wilson.
Let me give a shout out to our boy Brandon Ogden, our Tyler Taper correspondent, that I like to call him.
Yeah.
Had a tire issue and had to get his car towed back to Lindale. He was heading to Lufkin to cover a softball game. And he had to go back home. So
well, I'm glad he's okay, and it wasn't like a.
Yeah, so glad he's okay. But shout out to our boy Brandon.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy. I've actually known Brandon for a while, and I don't think he's known that he's known me, but I did announcing for White House and even Cumberland as well, and so he would come in and get lineups and things like that. So he and I have conversed a few times.
He's a machine.
He is. I don't think he ever stops.
The live tweet updates are incredible.
Right.
If you ever follow Brandon, go follow him. Brandon O Sports on Twitter.
That's going to be a fly ball out of play, so that'll even up the count. Oh, excuse me, that won't even up the count. That'll keep the count where it is at 1-2.
I couldn't do that with the live tweeting.
Yeah.
He even puts, like, what happened in the play.
But that's why he's good at what he does.
That's true.
Phenomenal at what he does. That's a good hit out of the right field, but that's going to be straight at Cade Henry. And he takes about 2 3/4 steps backwards and gets the first out of the inning. And now number 32, John Lloyd, will step in. That's the third baseman. And he did John Lloyd last time he walked and then did a little run around the bases to come all the way home.
So that pitcher camera, that brand new pitcher camera.
That's brand new. Yeah, we had to get that one new.
That looks amazing.
That's a good hit. That's going to be out into base hit territory, back out into right field by Cade Henry.
Yeah, it's
so a base hit for John Lloyd, and he finds himself back.
Had to send the other camera to the shot.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Nature of the beast, I guess.
No? So John Lloyd on first, and Ben Koch, and we were at this point last inning with Lloyd on first, Koch at the plate when Koch hit an RBI triple and sent old Lloyd around. He was trying to replay that one.
Yeah, he was.
A little deja vu for him.
Yeah, he swung hard at that.
So strike one, 0-1 now to count for Koch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside. So 1-1. Excuse me, that's not an out. Dang it. I keep doing that. 1-1 now the count. I apologize for everybody. I'll get it right eventually one of these days. They just keep me around for my silky smooth voice, according to Corey. That's a swing and a miss. A good little curveball, Bret. Good Lord, that dropped right off the table.
Speaking of Corey, hashtag we want Corey.
Hashtag we want. Where is Corey? Is he chatting with us today?
Man,
he needs to chat with us.
He's being lazy at the house.
Corey, if you don't know, Corey is one of our commentators. He's a good guy. He's mainly a basketball guy. But I'm trying to get him out here for baseball. He's scared.
Yeah.
But he's good. He's just scared. 1-2 still to count. Here's the pitch from Beats. That's going to be outside for a ball, so that'll even up the count.
He's all about entertainment, but he doesn't want to come entertain you guys. I don't know.
Yeah. So we did a thing about 3 weeks ago where we started a hashtag We Want Corey. Hadn't taken off like we wanted to. I think he's running an alternate campaign.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 2. That was a good cut, but again, that's Beats with a great little breaking ball there, off speed that
First
just
baseman number 15
kind of makes him
Dylan
just
That
go fishing for it.
That alternate campaign was hashtag no. I didn't like that.
Dylan Fowler now stepping up, and Fowler grounded out his last at bat, last inning. So Beats looks in and does that again. Beats has thrown 4 off-speed pitches the last 4 pitches, and all of them strikes.
He's throwing the Bullard hitters off right now.
He's not throwing the speed. He has a good little fastball, and he's been painting the corners the entire first few innings. But this time he's putting that off speed, and he put it inside. That's going to be a high fly ball. And Sylvie calls everybody off, coming in from center field, and gets out number 3. So the base hit comes to nothing for the Panthers, and the score remains 3-1 after 3. We're heading to the 4th here in Bullard. It's kind of nice out here. It's not sunny. It's not rainy, so that's nice. It's kind of the first game in a couple of weeks that we've done that hadn't rained on us.
Yeah, it's nice weather out here.
Yeah. So, hey, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. We're here in Bullard live. You're watching NETsn. We'll be right back.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back.
Number 4,
Kind of upset
Beats.
here, Brett. I was singing a little Sweet Caroline, but
Man,
we had to stop. And,
some good old baseball music right there.
yeah, we had to stop and do a job here. So Tanner Beats is stepping in, and his first pitch swinging, and it's a fly ball. And Salas, I have noticed a lot of fly balls going to Salas out there at second base.
You know what I think it is? He's got a magnet in the ball tonight
number 11,
and in his glove.
Bullard.
Yeah.
And so he just holds it up, and the ball just tracks down.
It's like a gravitational pull.
Seems like it's one of those cartoons you would have that
Right.
happen.
Exactly. Yeah, it just pulls it out. And
something like Bugs Bunny would do.
Yeah.
He'd plant the magnet in the ball,
Yeah.
and he would,
Right.
would be playing with one of the other characters and just tricking him. Like he was
Pulling out the big Acme thing there.
Yeah.
So 0-1 now the count, as Colt Bullard is at the plate. That's going to be hit, and over to Lloyd. Lloyd kind of fumbles with it a little bit,
Did get a glove on it,
and
though, at
they're
least.
going to call that
An E.
an E5. And that one actually, I believe, I would have called that one an E5
They're
as well.
quick on that E out
They
there.
are
now.
quick on that E. I would, when I did the scoreboard and
Designated
announcing and
hitter
stuff,
number 10,
I would wait
Noah
a beat.
Parrish.
I would give it a minute, take a minute to look, and then I would give it an E if it needed to be.
So here's a question: Is
Yes,
it just the official scorer up there just makes that decision?
Yes.
So that's just
The
kind of
person who does the scorebook
'Cause
will
that's-
make that decision.
the umpire. Like that would be something they would do.
And what it does, there's going to be a little bunt and a sacrifice bunt at that. And John Lloyd runs in and does a good job on that to get the out over at first. So sacrifice bunt on the fielder's choice does its job.
Still got nobody chatting with us, Keith. Come on.
Oh, man.
Somebody.
Y'all need to chat with us. Let us know what's going on.
Somebody let us know who you're watching, where you're watching from, which
Right
team
fielder
you're rooting
number
for.
7, Cade Henry.
Cade Henry's going to be up here first. But, yeah, y'all chat with us. Let us know that you're watching.
And if you're on NETsn Live, go over to the YouTube channel. Just turn it on. You can mute it And just
we gotta
chat with us.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
That'd be a good chance for them also to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, like and subscribe. We do more than just baseball. We're a multi-sport network. And
you can follow us. We can tell you when we do playoff games on NETsn Live or NFHS. We do share those information. So if you can follow us on Twitter, right there, the Twitter handle's on the screen at NETsn_live. You'll know exactly where we're going to be.
That pitch is going to be outside. Mason tried to frame it in and yanked it real quick, but the umpire, I think, saw it and didn't go for it. So that's going to be ball one. So 2 out, runner on second. And Cade Henry, who grounded out back in the second inning, is going to try. That's going to be inside and low for ball two. As Henry looks down and gets the sign from his coach, and he's ready to go. Bullard, good lead off second, and the pitch home. And that's quite unusual. Henry squares away for a bunt, pulls back, but not in time.
I think he thought it was a little outside, Keith.
Well, and from this angle that we're at and kind of low, I really can't make that call. That's a throw. And tried to do a pickoff move, but Lambert kind of threw it down. It kind of bounced into the glove. Good job by Salas to stop it. And normally you don't see, they did a little second baseman pickoff move. Normally you see the shortstop coming in behind your runner, but they did it with Salas this time, the second baseman. That's going to be hit straight into center field. And Randall is there for the catch. And down go the Bulldogs as Henry flies out. So we are through 3.5 here in Bullard. Your score remains 3-1. And we're going to take a quick break. Hey, while we're on a break, go ahead and chat with us. Like and subscribe while you're doing it. Let us know where you're from and what you're thinking. And we'll be right back. You're watching NETsn.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
We are back. Tanner Stainback is up to bat for the Panthers, and he watches the first one go by for a ball. As we are in the bottom of the fourth, 3-1, Panther lead. And a good hit. That's going to be a base hit out into left field. And Stainback rounds first as Cade Cox, kind of fumbles with it out there in left field.
Second baseman, number 99, Jagan.
I'm digging.
And Jagan gets in there.
I'm digging Salas's intro music.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a really good song.
I think that's is that Audio Adrenaline? I think that's Audio Adrenaline. It's a good group there. Good song. Pickoff move over there, and Stainback is back in time. So we mentioned a lot of the games that are on tap for tonight. We're going to attempt to try to keep you updated on some scores throughout the night as long as we can. 1-0 is the count. as Tanner Beats looks. Salas bunts down the first base line. A good little bunt. Beats throws, and it's going to be not in. Oh, excuse me. It's going to be past the first baseman. Steinbach's going to get all the way to third on that, and
that's
going to be a hit.
Yeah, Salas just beat that out. It kind of was in the middle of the play, made it tough on Kilgore, and the ball just went out to the outfield.
Well, and here's my thing is they're gonna say interference, but it was not interference. In fact, actually the scorer called that a hit, and I don't agree with that. I think it was an error by the pitcher.
Yeah,
where the pitcher threw it.
I think the ruling there is I think Salas beats it no matter if the throw is caught or not. I think he was there, and that's what I would say, just from my point of view. Now, I'm not the umpire or the scorekeeper, but I think he did a great job of getting himself there.
But it was a good play, actually, and I'm going to give Tanner a little bit of credit there. He got to the ball and did a good job of throwing it. It just was a bad angle, and he was throwing it on the run. It was just hard to get. So I'm I'm going to give him credit where credit is due on that one. So runners at the corners, and Chase Randall at the plate. Throw over to first, not in time. As Salas, who has a lot of speed, so I would not doubt the fact that they're probably going to try to get him to steal here shortly.
It might. It would be a bad opportunity for them to try to get Kilgore distracted on Salas at second, and then possibly sneak Steinbach over here and get a run.
Right.
So I like that.
So 0-1, and you don't have any outs. So you have no outs. You have a runner on third and first. You have an open base in the middle. And that's going to be a throw over, trying to keep Salas where he's
charged. With some good old baseball tunes. I feel like I'm at the Major League Ballpark.
Right. I used to do that, but nobody says charge. That's going to be a fly ball out of play.
Yeah, I'd say charge for
a
you.
Strike. Oh, well, So Randall's behind in the count, 0-2. With nobody out and runners in the corners. Salas, a good little lead. And he's going to take a hop.
That was a pitch out there.
Yeah, that was a good little
they were trying
look, and I think Salas knew it was coming.
Yeah, they were trying to see if they could get Salas to jump off first base enough where they could pick him off.
But they got to also be a little careful because you still got Steinbach over there at third. That's going to be a good little grounder. And now, Bret, we got the bases loaded.
Yeah.
And not only do we have the bases loaded, but we're at the top of the lineup with Bryson Mason.
Number 2, Bryson Mason.
So we got a little threatening here by the Panthers. And Tanner is going to have to do some magic here. I mean, he's got the ability. He's got that breaking ball.
Yeah, no outs, bases loaded. This is a tough spot. Right now for Kilgore, you don't worry about runs. You need outs.
And Tanner needs to focus directly on who's at the plate and use his ability
now,
on the mound.
Something else you have to watch, Keith. We talked about the errors.
Right.
Your catcher right now is important.
Yes. And that's a hit deep.
Can he get it?
In the center field, and it's going to be
a
great catch.
Wow.
And Jason Sylvie with the slide catch.
Man.
A sacrifice fly that I don't think was meant to be. And Jason Sylvie robs the potential big run RBIs, and it turns in.
Play by Sylvie. My
great job by Sylvie.
He ran that thing down. I didn't think he was going to get there.
I didn't think he was going to get there either, but a good speed, good break off the hit, and puts one route on the board. It does bring a run in, however, for the Panthers, but it does put an out on the board.
He was running
as well.
Full blast toward that 366 sign out there in left center and tracked it down.
That was a great.
That saves
a great little job.
That's at least one run that saves, if not two.
So that allows, and that puts actually your first base guy Randall, to have to stay there. He couldn't tag.
And scenario here, Keith, you ground the ball into the infield right here, double play, the inning's over.
Right.
Get out with only one run. That would be a win if you're Kilgore.
Would be. Good little pitch by Beats there, like I was talking about. He's got that breaking ball that just floats right over and confuses these players, because the angle that I'm at, I can see why, because it looks like it's going right at these players. That's going to be a hit. And fly ball out into left center field. And once again, Sylvie's there. That's going to be a tag. There might be a play at the plate, but it's not. It draws Hendrickson off the plate. So now with 2 outs, a run comes across.
Third baseman.
That's going to bring John Lloyd.
How about designated hitter number 1, David Wilson.
Number 1, David Wilson. I was a little ahead of myself there. John Lloyd is on deck.
You and the announcer here in the stadium were on the same page, Keith.
Yeah, I think so. So here we go in a throw over to first, and Randall gets back in time.
He said it first. I'm going to blame him. It wasn't your fault. He tricked you.
Yeah, I was a little off base there. My fault.
Off base. That's funny.
Oh, that is funny. You got a steal. Randall's going to second, and the throw is, oh, my goodness. And they say it's not in time. Well, I'm just going to don't know what he was watching there.
Yeah, I couldn't see it.
I saw it.
I didn't quite get
the throw was there. A great throw.
I caught myself watching. I didn't switch the camera. I'm sorry there, people at home.
Well, wow. That was a heck of a throw by Hendrickson. That was in there for a strike, so 1-1 now the count.
It's very hard not to pay attention to this game, not forget to switch the camera.
Yeah. Well, also, and forget that we're actually, supposed to be working this game and enjoying being a spectator a little bit. 2-1 now the count. Runner on second as Randall did a good job stealing. Good lead off second there as Beats throws it home, and a great fastball right over the plate.
Yeah, that was right down the pipe.
Not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what
Wilson was waiting on there.
Yeah, I was on the same page as you. He was waiting on something else. I don't know.
Yeah. So 2-2 now the count. 2 outs and 1 on. And here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball right back up to Beats. Beats just takes it, toss over to first, and Bullard is there with the catch and out number 3, but not before 2 runs come across for the Panthers, and they extend their lead by 4, 5-1 here through 4. All right, so, with John Denver playing, we're going to go to a little break, and we'll be right back. You're watching NETsn live from Bullard with playoff baseball here in East Texas. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back, and the country roads brought us here to Bullard. And Sylvie at the top of the lineup, he's going to step in and start off the top of the 5th. And he's breaking for a bunt and pulled back. Ball was going to be inside. And 1-0 now the count. So, Bret, we're here top of the 5th. How do you think things are going for both teams based on your keys to the game?
Well, I think so far the Bullard Panthers have defended their home field very well, out to a 5-1 lead right now. And hadn't been too many bad. There's been a couple of errors on the scoreboard, but I wouldn't really call them errors per se. They were tough calls. So I think both teams have done well to protect the ball. Kilgore's done a good job of staying in it with their defense. That play a while ago in center field, Sylvie was impressive.
Yeah,
that could have.
Both plays by Sylvie
could have broken this game open. So
and really, if Sylvie on that one in left center field, he just was a little offline. And that one, fair. Oh, that one gets called fair. And okay.
Did he touch it?
And I think he touched
ground?
it in fair ground. I'm guessing that would be the call. Looked it to me.
Shortstop,
they called a hit.
5,
So
House.
Yeah, it's going to be a base hit for Sylvie.
But yeah, I think if he doesn't touch it, it might have gone foul. But you never can tell.
Well, and you're not sure how it's going to bounce. That's the problem with this. And they got real grass. I don't believe this is turf. This is real grass field here.
It is definitely.
And it's harder to adjust in.
We haven't had much real grass.
We really haven't. The only real grass is the outfield in the Lindale Park we have out there.
Van has real grass.
I
think that was.
Do they have real?
Yeah,
I thought they had turf.
They have real grass because it looks real nice. Hawthorne does a really good job with the grass out there.
He takes pride in his field out there.
Yeah, he does.
And that's a high fly ball. That's going to go in foul territory. And it looks like that Fowler calls everybody off and says he has it, and he does indeed. And that's going to be out number 1. Runner stays where he is. So House is 0 for 3 so far in this game. Tate Truman's going to step in. Truman has walked both times he stepped in. And so we'll see what he does with 1 out and 1 on. Here's the pitch, and the runner goes, and the throw by Mason. And we have time.
The umpire was in too good a position. He blocked my camera.
Uh-huh.
Went the wrong one. It's all right, though. He was safe.
Yep. So a good job by Sylvie to get in there.
Well, we know he's fast. We just saw him running the outfield a while ago.
Yeah, he kind of did a little major league kind of slide and did on the outside there. So good job, but Mason did a good throw as well. That's going to be outside for a ball. So 1-1 now the count.
So what's the odds of him stealing another base here, Keith?
You don't want to press that. Mason's got too good of an arm. He almost threw you out at second. Do you really want to risk the 90 feet that he could throw and catch you out there?
He's pretty fast.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be fouled out of play for a strike.
Heads up.
And now it's 1-2. So this game is moving fairly fast. It's just now 7 o'clock. Game time here was 6 o'clock.
Yeah, there's
and
games
we're
just
through
now,
5
games just now starting, and we're
just now getting going here.
Making on time for dinner tonight.
Possibly.
Which means driving through somewhere on the way home for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm the cook in my family, so I haven't cooked anything tonight yet. One and two the count. That's going to be inside, and it's going to bounce off Mason's glove, but no play. Sylvie stays where he is. 2-2 the count. Little pickoff move over to second. Not in time.
It's kind of a weird time. They're getting the lights on here. It's cloudy, but it's.
Yeah. And the sun's kind of trying to peek through a little bit.
We may not be under the lights too long tonight.
Well, don't jinx us much on that. But and a good hit. And it's going to be high into center field. Randall is there and throws. And a good job by Chase Randall and keeping Sylvie on second. A heck of a throw there and not allowing Jason Sylvie to tag up.
Number 3, Joseph Hendrickson.
So Joseph Hendrickson is now going to step in. And we're going to still have a runner on second. And now 2 outs with the lefty. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled straight back for strike number 1. And the wind's coming out of right field a little bit, straight into the field. So a good breeze, nice and cool. So at least it's not scalding hot. Ooh. Good swing and a miss. A good little fastball by Lambert. And, I mean, that was what I believe Hendrickson thought was a meat pitch, and it came a little bit faster than he thought it was coming.
They're 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning with that Sylvie on second. See if they can get him home.
And the runner goes, and that's going to bounce past Mason. And Sylvie's going to get over to third and get 90 feet closer. Excuse me.
Man, that Pelican case is tough there.
Yeah, it is. I'm glad it didn't hit
it took a shot.
Hit our camera or our microphone over there. That would have been kind of loud.
Yeah. They probably heard that because the mic is right there.
Yeah.
That's why we have those that equipment in that nice
those
protective
cases.
case.
Yeah. You know, got to make sure that all the stuff's good. That's going to be a hit into high fly ball right over the center. The shortstop. And Stainback gets it, so no damage in that one for the Panthers. And we're through 4.5 here as the Panthers are going to come out in the bottom of the 5th and see what they can do. So, hey, who's sponsoring today's playoff game?
Azalea Orthopedics.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here in Bullard as John Lloyd is going to lead things off here for the Panthers. We just got an update, Brett.
Okay.
I guess Bullard softball is in the playoffs. They're leading Huffman Hargrave 3-1 in the third. So a lot of excited fans here.
Both teams winning right now. It's good. Always good. And I think from looking, I don't know if I think that might have been a one-game series for.
Oh yeah.
For the girls softball. So.
And that's a possibility. They have those options.
They're looking to make a trip back to the state title game and get some revenge from last year's loss.
So 2-0 now the count to Lloyd. Lloyd has a walk and a base hit and 1 run in. Ooh, a very long run all the way from first or back in the second inning. when Ben Koch hit that RBI triple.
He showed that speed we didn't know he had.
Yeah, we didn't know he had. I got tired just watching him. So he went from 2 balls and no strikes to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here's the pitch. He's going to hit that one, and that's going to go into the left field for a base hit. And once again, John Lloyd makes his home over there on first base. Brett?
Yep. I think the interesting part, too, we haven't seen any pitching changes yet, Keith. They're riding with their starters so far.
And right now we got a little
Your attention, please. Now running at first base for the Panthers, number 16, Tannen Wynn.
yeah, we have a change over there. I saw somebody coming out. I couldn't find it, but thanks to the announcer there, 16-10 and Wynn is going to be the courtesy runner for John Lloyd. I guess he's still tired from the second inning.
Yeah, probably.
Right fielder number 3, Ben.
I know I would be.
Oh.
I'm not poking fun. I'm just saying.
I definitely would have been.
The only
too.
thing I run is my mouth in a fever, so I couldn't do what he just did. So
I try to run every once in a while, just not real fast. And
Ben
real
Koch
long.
now stepping in. Yeah, I don't. I should. Ben squares down for a bunt and pulls back just in time. And ball 1. And throw over to first is not in time. So trying to find some playoff scores. That's going to be over. Almost hit his coach there, Brett.
Man. Still got a little quick there for the coach there.
Yeah, not a good look over there for that. I'd be a little worried. So breaks it down, squares down for a bunt again.
Yeah, he's trying to bunt, but they're just not throwing anything across for him.
And there's the bunt straight up. And Beats gets it, throws it over to first, and that's going to be an error. And because that one just passes, it was a bad throw, honestly.
Yeah.
And Beats just kind of threw it wild. And Bullard couldn't get a hold of it. So,
wow.
They advance on that.
Number 15,
it's a throwback.
Dylan
I know, I
Fowler.
haven't heard this in a while.
Buggus, bone.
So Ben Koch gets to second off an error.
Man.
It's going to be E1.
Little bone, man. Didn't know these kids knew what that was.
I think their parents probably did.
Maybe so.
Yeah, maybe. So runners on second and third. Nobody out yet. And Dylan Fowler.
I'm feeling deja vu, Keith.
A little bit.
Bit. Got the bases loaded with no outs last inning.
Now we got second, third, and a possibility of the same thing here.
Now you look if your coach. Actually, how long do you let your man Beats throw here? You don't want to give up too many runs here and get too far behind in this game here.
Well, and you got to look at your pitch count situation. That's going to be in there for a strike. So 2-1. You got to look at your pitch count situation if you want to bring him back in this series to help out in case you get in trouble later on. That's going to be hit into right center field. And Henry is over. He's going to throw it home. And, whoa, I'm not sure what Bullard was doing. There could have been a play at the plate there. And Bullard makes the throw over to third to try to catch him, and that was no good. So 1 out.
So I have to admit, you confused me for a minute because you said you didn't know what Bullard was doing. I'm thinking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bullard is the first baseman.
Bullard's scoring a run.
Yeah,
but it was
Colt Bullard.
Colt Bullard. So that
Colt
makes
Bullard,
sense now.
Colt Bullard was the cutoff man, and he chose instead of throwing it home. and he got the ball when the runner was about a good 10 feet away from the home plate. So he could have turned and shot it.
He threw the longer throw to third.
And he threw the longer option to third. So I wasn't sure what was there. That's a low pitch, but it was a strike, much to the dismay of the home fans. And now 1-1 the count. Outside for a ball. And it'll be 2-1. And Stainback looking in. Here's the pitch. And that one, that breaking ball there, Bret, that just rolls right off that table there right in front of home plate.
Yeah, he's got that pitch has worked tonight.
Yeah.
Fortunately for him, Bullard just has gotten a hold of too many of his other pitches.
Here's the pitch. And that one's going to go low. He released that one a little bit too late there, and it started off low when it dropped. It's a breaking ball again. And I believe, honestly, Bret, I think this is the first full count we've seen in this game.
Yeah, they've been swinging away.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And that's going to be a hit. And that's going to go over. And the play at the plate.
Struggling with mobility.
As Todd House gets it and chunks it to the plate. Hendrickson gets it, but
second baseman, number
Ben
99,
Koch slides, run
Jenkins
underneath it.
Salas.
So Jenkins Salas will head in with one out and nobody on. And the lead comes up to 6 now for the Panthers.
Yeah, 7-1. It's getting out of reach here for Kilgore. They need to stop the bleeding right now.
And Salas, they're trying to. Oh, I'm sorry, we do have a runner on first. I wrote down fielder's choice and didn't even. I should have known we had a runner on first. I apologize for everybody. I'm dropping the ball here, no pun intended. 0-1 now the count.
Just don't get too many errors.
Yes, I'm getting errors. Throw over to first, not in time. Little chatter from the Bullard bench over there. And that's going to be a little pop over.
And
feel bad for Steinbeck. He's got to run all the way back.
Yeah, he had a steal. I think
he took off.
He had a good jump.
But has to come on back.
Must have been a little hit and run in play there.
Getting the sign over there from the third base coach. And Salas is ready. And that's going to be fouled out of play. And the count remains. So Beats looks in, and with the throw, that's another one that's going to be fouled back, out of play. Are you singing with it?
Yeah. This is the stuff I've been waiting on.
Right? Makes you feel like you need a hot dog.
I do. I need something. I'm hungry.
And the throw over to first, not in time. So we got a big game over in Paris that has that started at 7. District champion Lindale Eagles playing Paris. That's going to be a hit for a base hit. And Salas gets on base again, and Chase Randall is now going to head in.
Center fielder, number 7, Chase Randall.
Brett, there's only one out.
I'm going to put my coach's hat on. I'm getting this pitcher out of here pretty quickly if I'm.
And, well, you're right on it because here comes the coach right now.
I think this is just, at this point.
And you also,
you don't want to use up your arms for next, but if you still want to give your a chance to get this game, he's just
Well, you got to get out of this.
It's not that Beats his pitch badly. He's just getting hit. They're hitting him very well tonight. So they can come in and either throw somebody with that's a lefty or maybe that throws a little bit different style. Maybe he's got a little more heat behind it. Not as much, off-speed pitch, more heat. We'll see what they have here.
So it looks like we are going to have a pitching change.
Is that going to be number 1?
And I believe it's going to be Colton Hale for
we'll see what he's got.
Kilgore and a little righty there. He's going to step in.
Going to take a little station identification.
Oh, yeah.
Be back here.
We'll be right back.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at NETsn.live.
And we are back with Colton Hale on the mound. Not much on Colton. He hadn't pitched very much. Less than 10 innings.
I wonder if he's your closer type pitcher, Keith. One that comes in.
Possibly.
That's why he doesn't pitch as many innings.
Yeah. I think they're just using him.
And you have to think strategy, too. This is a best 2 out of 3. So you don't want to throw too many arms because you got to win the next 2 if you don't pick this one up. So.
Right. A little high on that for a ball.
It's the difference in softball and baseball. Softball, they can just throw all day. You can throw,
right, and there's not a Well, and there's not a pitch count to worry with on that.
Ooh, gonna plunk him right there.
So a hit by pitch
Ouch.
for Randall, and that one's gonna load the bases. And that's not what the coach had in mind for the Bulldogs
Catcher number
when they
2,
replaced
Bryson.
the pitcher.
No. Now we got bases loaded with
in the top of the lineup.
Only one out. Now, the play you're looking for if you're Kilgore is try to get the grounder in the infield for a double play. Still in play.
Right, the Indian, and you got to force it in your bag, so that's not a bad thing. And, ooh, that's a good breaking ball. Looked like I thought we were going to have another hit by pitch there, but we did not. Excuse me. Ooh, another inside pitch for a ball. Got a little, probably some jitters up there on the mound here for a big game in the playoffs, game 1 of the series. Here's a pitch. That's going to be right down the pipe, though, and a good pitch for a strike. And a good hit over in the left field. And that one going to go foul.
Over the fence foul.
Over the fence foul.
Wow.
So he got the distance.
It's toward my car.
And I don't know if that was over the fence. I think it was under the fence.
Did it?
I think it dropped right in front.
Couldn't really see it there.
And Colton Hale was the second baseman, so he just swapped with Tanner. And Tanner Beats went to second, and Colton went on to the mound. So full count, hit, and gets over out into left field. with a base hit. Salas was told to run, but he stayed up and didn't run. And the base is still loaded. And now the lead stretched to 6. And still,
left fielder, number 11, Bryce.
1 out.
Got a special pinch runner on first for Bullard, Braden Vining.
And is that your track?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good pitch.
And that's a great pitch
Your
there.
attention, please. Now running at first base for the Panthers, number 4, Braden Vining.
Bryce Brannon at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's going to go foul ball. So 2 strikes now as Brannon is behind in the count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside. A good job.
Nice stop
by
Hendrickson.
To make that stop.
He had to come up out of the stance on that one.
Yeah, he did. Hale with the pitch. And that's a foul ball out of play. So the count remains the same, 1-2.
Make sure you check out our YouTube channel, whether you're watching on YouTube or on NETsn Live, youtube.com/NETsn Live. Go check us out. Subscribe to our channel.
Another one fouled back. Yeah, we would love for that. Ooh,
we got
up over there.
Lots of good content there now. We got stuff that you can go back and watch from this past sports season.
And our very first inaugural baseball season.
Yeah.
Here on NETsn. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun to do it this year. Little bumps and bruises on the way, but I think it's turned out fairly good so far. 2-2 now the count.
Oh, yeah. Been a great job.
So, bases loaded, 1 out, 2-2 now the count for Brandon. And he's going to launch that one back again.
It's over our heads there.
Yep.
Charge.
I feel like I'm at the ballpark. And
I know. I'm not used to this. This is good stuff. Good atmosphere here in Bullard, Texas tonight.
Hale in the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss and a great pitch by Hale. And that's going to be out number 2.
Designated hitter number 1.
So David Wilson.
Trying to settle in a little bit here.
Yeah. Well, he got the little jitters out, and now he's going out there. And so the OU commit, David Wilson, is stepping in. That's going to be outside for a ball.
There went our viewership. Oh, there they went. Oh, we just dropped a couple viewers there.
Uh-huh. Well, I didn't say Boomer Sooner like I wanted to. That's a pitch going to be inside for a ball.
Well, that's one way to get Corey talking. If he wasn't already watching, he's going to start saying something now.
Oh, man, that's great. 2-0 the count. 2 outs, bases loaded. That's going to be low for a ball. So now Hale has found himself a little bit behind there on the mound with 3 balls and no strikes. The Panthers already have a 3-run inning.
Wilson's got to be
bases loaded.
Got to be taken here, Keith.
Well,
bases loaded. 3-0.
And that's this one. This is a take.
You can get an RBI by taking a pitch.
But yeah, this is I would just watch it go by. And that's going to be high for a ball, and there's your RBI. And now you have a 8-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now we could be looking at run rule here, Keith. Could be ending in this inning if
a base hit could do it.
Yeah.
Third base.
No, I'm sorry. Well, a good base hit.
A good base hit to the outfield definitely could, and you've got who you want on the plate. Lloyd.
And we batted around.
His triple,
Lloyd led off this inning.
His triple earlier. He does that right here. He ends the game.
Mm-hmm. So Lloyd got a base hit earlier in the inning. That's going to be in there for a strike as he watched that one. And here's the pitch. Oh, that's a hit by pitch.
Oh.
And so that will bring in another run. So now we are just one run away from the 10 run. As the score is,
ooh, that was
a beautiful pitch.
Man.
In there for a strike. Bases loaded. 2 outs. And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's going to score a run, and that's going to be.
That should be the ball game.
That's
maybe
11-1.
Is it? Am I wrong? Yep, that's the ball
that
game.
is.
Yeah, that's it. And so after that hit by pitch, that's going to put a run in, and that will make it the 10-run rule here, 10 after 5, as the Bullard Panthers walk their way in to a walk-off run.
A walk-off.
A walk-off walk.
Walk-off walk.
And that's the ball game.
Yeah, and Coke's still limping. He felt
that one. Hit him right in the ankle. That kind of hurt me.
Yeah, that definitely did. I mean,
so a little anticlimactic ending.
Just kind of
you could say here from Bullard for game 1
for a walk-off
playoffs
win. That was probably the most anticlimactic one I've seen,
and not something that we really expected here for game 1. But that's why we have a series in the playoffs. That's why you don't ever want to do the one and done in the playoffs.
Yep, because you get another chance.
You have bad games like Kilgore had. They started off great, but a couple little issues and then just downhill from there. Bullard played a great game, put a lot of good effort into it, and just played small ball the entire time, and kind of hugged the corners there. Not really big on the error count, even though the scorekeeper showed a few that I didn't think were errors. I didn't agree, but they don't ask me my opinion very much.
Yeah, they should ask us more.
They should, because we're pretty smart at what we do.
We've done enough games. We know
what we're doing.
Going on.
But yeah, so tomorrow night we will head to Driller Park, I believe is what it's called. Driller Park in Kilgore. It'll be my first time to go to Driller Park. I've never been there.
Me too.
Yeah, so it'll be a good experience. But we'll be there. Game time at 6 o'clock, and we'll be there at NETsn.
Same place. We'll share the links for tomorrow. So sometime this evening or tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll be on NETsn Live with the video feed again, and we'll also be on YouTube with our audio-only broadcast.
And for you to be able to get those notifications, you got to like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter too. That's where you'll really find out where we're going to be. Yep. And we also have a Facebook page that we pump out content on. Right. So any of our social media platforms, you can follow us and know where we're going to be and when we're going to have the games. We
try to tag the schools that we do, but sometimes that gets lost in translation. Along the way, a lot of times the media people, they don't either get it or if that happens, you need to be able to have that opportunity to look at our Facebook page and Twitter pages and things like that. So go ahead and go over and like and subscribe so you don't miss anything, and that way you'll be able to join us tomorrow night for the second game, Game 2 of the playoff series between the Kilgore Bulldogs and the Bullard Panthers. Well, that's going to do it here for us here in Bullard. We're going to pack up all of our toys here and go home, get us some food. But we're excited about tomorrow night's game and maybe even a Game 3. That's going to be on Saturday, I believe, at 5 o'clock at Panola College. And so if there is going to be a Game 3, which there very well could be, and we'll be there for that one as well. So we look forward to tomorrow night, and we really hope to see you there. So for Bret Sweeney, I'm Keith Whitman. We'll see you tomorrow night. Bye from Bullard. Have a good night, everybody.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.